Jonah can draw stars from the sky. He lives in Machanosis, a city inside a clock, feared and venerated. The people call the great clock the Omega meter. Upon birth, each citizen is blessed with a gift, a device, taking backwards to the moment of their inevitable end within. Their clock announces the beginning of their forever in a timeless bliss without resting atop the face in the land known as death. At night, Jonah lies in bed, humming the walls translucent, awakening to silence, stretching to join the end to the beginning. He watches himself asleep, tucks himself in, and thinks goodnight, then flies away to catch them, the stars. Upon Jonah's return, his stars becomes his own, and he loves each one. He gives his stars the power to reset fear and loneliness, so he hides them in secret places. But his most favorite star, he keeps with him always. The kind of star that will end all time.
Rose, you needn't write me a letter. You may simply speak, and I shall respond accordingly.
Well, I wouldn't want you to think me unprofessional now, would I?
I have something I would like to show you, truly, Rose, and it is certainly not necessary to sign it.
How else would you know it's from me?
I don't have time for this, Rose. I'm missing something. What in the unknown is this now?
It's something new.
New?
I've been working on it for minutes. It's a little difficult to explain, so I think it may be better if I gave a little demonstration.
Whose death clocks are those? How did you unlock them? Did you take my vessel key?
I found it just lying around.
Is that so? Around where?
Your neck when you fell asleep. Before you get mad, we all know that death clocks emit an almost undetectable pulsation, right? And they pulsate at different speeds of regularity, like a heartbeat. Well, I was a little curious, so I did some testing. Turns out that death clocks that were generated at the same rotational position, regardless of cyclical period, pulsate at almost the exact same rate. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. You know not to tamper with another person's death clock.
But it's not exact. I had to adjust them slightly so they're not out of phase. So I made this device. When you place two death clocks in it like this, it harnesses the Omega meter's natural drawing power to synchronize their pulse. I call it the death clock vibrational matching machine. Still working on the name. Watch this.
Yeah, funny, but it's time to stop all this and put the clocks back in their vessel so that we can both get back to work. Yes? Oh, good. Death, it vibrates.
Exactly. Just as the tellers say that everything is connected by threads of time, so may those threads, I believe, connect some objects through space. Whatever I do to this clock will happen to that clock. They match. Though I think there may be something wrong with that one. There were some faded markings on the back. I couldn't
Rose,
really...
it's something. But I needn't inform you that this reeks of other thought. You know I cannot in good conscience allow it in the repository. Tear it down.
But this could change everything. I thought if you just
It will
saw
change nothing. All that is already known. You are a hard worker, Rose. It's what makes you valuable and will secure your place in death. But you are clever, too. And if you don't fix yourself, it will lead to your undoing. And might as well if anyone were to see this aberration.
Then you don't understand. This means that we could
Wait. That one's mine. You took my death clock? What were you thinking?
I wasn't thinking anything. I found it just lying around.
Around where?
At your station, second door from the bottom, just sitting inside your vessel. I always thought it strange you kept your vessel at your station instead of a chamber like everyone else's. Anyway, I needed a subject, so I had a little borrow. Then I found a clock that matched. Thought you'd be excited to see the results. I didn't look at the times on either. If that's what you're worried about, I wouldn't dare.
You do not tamper with another person's death clock. I feel I have made that abundantly clear in your time here. You clearly gave no consideration as to what could have occurred and the damage that you could have unleashed. Reckless.
I'm sorry.
Yes, well, let that be the last apology. Now this one. Stern, do I know this name?
Doubtful. Tellerstern told me at Pragmatical Imbuement when I was little. Brilliant man, but strange. Funny you two have the same dawning time.
Why is that funny?
Same kind of face. Same kind of getting mad at me.
What? I don't. And how exactly is that?
I'm mad at you.
I suppose I can at times be a bit curt,
Grumpy?
but it is only because I do care for you and your future. No one wants to become a nothing person. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Not to mention, we have a very important role here in the Great Clock, and it must be attended to
with the utmost concern. I apologize. Go on. You were just about to get to your favorite part.
Time is not about doing what you wish, thinking frivolous thoughts that bear no use whatsoever. It is to steel your mind to your life's appointed task and performing that task with precision to ensure the perpetuation of the Omega Meter, to which you and I and everyone in Mechanosis bear a responsibility. Your very ascendancy depends upon it. Now please, put this Stern's clock back in its vessel and let's both get back to work.
Of
Yes?
course.
Yeah.
I won't bother you again.
Good.
Oh, that reminds me.
What did we just talk about?
Would you prefer I write you a letter?
What is it?
The Omega Meter.
What about it?
It's acting funny. The last time I recorded a new rotation, it was off by just a smidge.
No, impossible.
It's true. The last rotation was slightly faster than the previous. It's minute, but it is there.
Rose, then your observation is obviously an error. The Omega Meter is perfect. It does not change. You know this.
But
Oh, thank death. Find me a proper chamber for this new dawn clock while I'm gone, won't you?
you know, a lot of folk in Mechanosis would be very pleased, impressed even with my little discovery. My Rose, what a lovely revelation you've made, they'd say. Oh, you know me, I'd say. Always tinkering with a bit of this and a bit of that when I'm able. Sometimes I just stumble upon a fundamental truth concerning the nature of space and time. But you know how it is. Have to toss it all away lest your betters find out you've been other thinking. Wouldn't want to be left out of death when your clock starts to winter. Whenever that might be. But you know when that is, don't you? When my clock will winter, you know when that'll be, don't you?
Yes, as to you, don't play dumb. You're far too difficult not to have taken a peek.
Not at all. I like surprises.
Find a proper chamber for this new dawn clock, please.
Oh, a happy day for some darling pair. That's what you need. A sweet husband or wife to calm your disposition. A few tykes running around the repository. Do you ever think about it much?
Yeah.
Of course not. What am I saying? Remember that time triplets dawned in the city and almost jammed the clock hopper? What's wrong?
I know this one. The moment has come quicker than I thought.
Is that a, yay, I know 'em, they're lovely kind of know 'em, or a, ooh, my arch enemy kind of know 'em?
Are those my only two options? Well, then the first one, I suppose.
Well, good for them. Assuming they pass, of course, and who doesn't? You don't seem happy. Why aren't you happy? I can't believe I just asked you that.
I am. Don't burn the place down while I'm gone, won't you, dear?
Of course not, sir. I'll respectfully wait for you to return for that. Poor Rose. Your dawn came far too early.
Spoon. Where, oh, where is my big metal spoon? Is it under the bed or with the linens this time? Oh, never mind. A fork can stir just as well. Just takes a bit more push and pull. You know, if you drew me a map, your little treasure hunts would be even more fun. Take into consideration, would you, love? Now, what happens next? Evil has been vanquished, and the riches have been plundered. I suppose all that's left is the return home. I sound sad about that, don't I? But why should the return home be any less exciting than the first half of the journey? It doesn't have to be. Perhaps the true journey hasn't even begun. Oh, perhaps we need a dragon. Oh, yes. How many times has a dragon ever not made things better? Never times, that's how many. And not too nice a dragon either. A perfectly even-tempered dragon for you. One with spectacles. Oh, a monocle? Two monocles. Does she speak? Oh, perhaps. Perhaps not. Perhaps yes, though. Ooh, of what does she speak? Secret things, true things. Oh, okay, let's review. In the beginning was chaos and fear, and from the depths an eruption of love and meaning. Time begins, a city is formed, an artist emerges. Artist? No, artist. Engineer? Inventor? Maker! Oh, maker? Maker. Yes, of course. One who makes. A maker emerges. A child is born, a shaman. The maker loved the shaman, so they journeyed together deep inside the tree of forgetitude, standing still upon the bridge of contradictiveness and burrowing far deep underground to the roots of relationship. 'Twas there the pair battled the twin snakes of impermanence and won. And triumphant, they shared with one another the spoils of their victory. Silence and time, so that they may live and rest for all of ever and ever together. And then suddenly, because all the most exciting things happen when they happen suddenly, appears from the sky a mild-mannered, telepathic dragon with pink-spotted monocles. Maybe it doesn't make sense, but it just feels right, doesn't it? Darling, time to hide. Quiet, love. Like a chair. Sorry, you're too late.
Maya, please don't.
Perhaps my memory is poor, but were you always this short, or is this a new development? Because if it is, it's not very becoming. You should try to be taller.
I do a lot of hunching, desk work, you know.
Yes, and yet no hunch that coming here was a bad idea. All that hunching for nothing.
Please make this graceful, Maya. Maya of Mechanosis, city within the Omega meter of the escapement district, structure 439, compartment 122. I hereby inform you that your death clock has begun the wintering process. Congratulations. Upon providing the acceptable answers given to the 4 trials, judged by the Watcher in rotation, your vessel shall be unlocked and your death clock shall be given. Once in your possession, you shall be contacted by the shepherd who shall inform you of the knowledge of the passageway to death, the land of forever bliss beyond time. Should you refuse or fail, you shall be made a nothing person and banished to the wheel of silence for all of eternity. Do you have any questions? Right. Trial 1. What are you for?
Oh, so personal right away. Well, truth, I suppose. Or maybe I'm for that pleasant sensation when you close your eyes and put your finger right here and you feel as if every vibration of your being is returning to a single point.
Maya.
You don't ask an honest question, but you're annoyed when you receive an honest answer. Strange.
Maya, please. You know how this must go.
I can't believe you never told me.
Well, I had nothing to tell you. I didn't know. Being the Watcher is a great burden, and it would have been highly unethical to...
Yes, it makes sense. So is that why you left? Because you knew we had no future together?
That had nothing to do with anything, and you know it. We could have had a future together. In death, I am patient.
I'll answer your questions, but I won't listen to you lie to me.
What difference would knowing the truth make now?
It's the only thing that makes a difference now.
I left because you were ill. You believed untrue things, illogical things. You attempted to subvert the order of Mechanosis, spreading your illness throughout the city before you were clinically set back. And although you may have fooled others, I knew even after your setback that you still harbored thoughts, secret thoughts. I couldn't stand to watch it. I pitied you. There was no space left for love.
Liar!
Excuse me?
You left because you love me, and you couldn't stand it. You need suffering in your world for it to make sense, Peter.
Trial 1, what are you for?
To serve.
Who?
No one.
What?
The Omega meter.
Why?
Because the Omega meter must be maintained to ensure the steady and continuous flow of time.
Trial 2, when is time?
Always.
Direction?
Forward.
Where?
The Omega meter.
Why?
Because the Omega meter is that which creates all time, for time may not create itself, and time exists and is generated only within the Omega meter. Supposedly.
No, we're not doing this.
Doing what?
You know what?
What?
All that is already known.
Is it?
damn it, Maya, can't you see that I'm trying to save you?
No, I'm aware of that.
Then why are you making this so difficult? Can't you just act like a person?
Did the Omega Meter, the great clock, the maker of all time, make itself?
No, there is no beginning to the Omega Meter. It always is, was, and will be.
How? If the Omega Meter truly has no beginning, but created all time that exists, then it is itself time that does not create itself, is it not? And all time that does not create itself is, according to you, created only by the Omega Meter. Therefore, if that's true, then that means the Omega Meter must have created itself. It must have a beginning, which you claim is not true. It doesn't make sense. And it must have been created by someone, which means that the Omega Meter time does exist beyond the Omega Meter. There's something wholly outside of ourselves. And when we ascend...
Don't say it.
We are no longer. And to spend your life waiting for the no longer, that is the true sick, Peter. There can be more than waiting, and you know it.
Trial 3. Why do you serve?
To reap
What?
liberation,
From?
the Omega Meter.
Why?
Because the Omega Meter is that which gives and takes. To live is to maintain it, to ascend is to escape it, which may only be earned through service of it.
Last trial. What is not the Omega Meter?
Nothing. How'd I do?
Maya of Mechanosis, city within the Omega Meter of the Escapement District, Structure 439, Compartment 122. I hereby inform you that your vessel shall be unlocked and your death clock relinquished. Your time in Mechanosis is over. Eternity upon the face of the Omega Meter, the land of forever bliss, death awaits. You shall soon be contacted by the shepherd, who shall inform you of the knowledge of the passageway to death. Mechanosis thanks you for your service. What was that?
What was what? Stop! It's just a loud closet!
What is this?
This is Jonah.
Wait, how do I not know you have a son? I should have seen his death clock appear in the repository.
Well, when he was born, I waited for documentation about his death clock's arrival, and it just never came.
No. No one is born in Mechanosis without the generation of a death clock. The Omega Meter is
It's perfect! Yes, that which gives and takes. Funny that, right?
Shaman and Maker, silence and time. Maya, have you learned nothing?
It's all true.
No, heresy. Fabricated thoughts have no place in Mechanosis. These are lies.
Not lies, truth. Just a different kind of truth. A truth about Jonah. About who, not what.
And this?
Jonah can draw stars from the sky.
What in the unknown are stars? No, it's contraband. It's pure other thought. I have to record and deposit this.
Jonah is pure other thought. That's why I never told you. Please, Peter, if you ever loved me, don't.
Goodbye, Maya.
Watcher, I have no family. They've all ascended or no longer speak to me. I have no one to watch Jonah. I'm not asking you to take care for him. I know that's beyond your abilities. But I can't find him a proper home now. Please, Peter.
Is he mine?
What difference would knowing the truth make now?
I'll do what I can when I make time.
Mother is making tea. She hums a song of sage. I like the sound of the water into the pot. A dust of smoke escapes the fire. I like how the light drips through, painting wild shadows on the wall. I make this feeling last forever with my hands. Mother draws too. She dances and sings and kisses the top of my head. Mother is happy. Her happy is a deep indigo with changing, smooth shapes of yellow. Something different now. A knocking sound from outside. This is new. I don't like it. Mother's indigo drips to maroon with flecks of silver. And the silver is hard and jagged, moving fast and unpredictable. Mother is scared. I am scared because Mother is scared. She takes me to the dark and tries to be brave for me, but I see her. And I am quiet, like a chair. Something's inside the house now, a burning orange like fire. A voice, deep and sad. And the talking is long. Colors fill everywhere and they change fast. It's hard to see. But I remember my new star. I draw it from the shelf, hiding under the linens. The metal is smooth and cool. I like how it feels upon my face. There's shouting. The colors blend now. A solid hot purple. And then, quiet. Reds and blues begin dissolving apart. It's clear to see what belongs to whom again. I try to help Mother return to her indigo and yellow with my new star. The thing breaks into my dark. I see it, man-shaped but hollow, like an empty bookcase. Amber and green stabs at me. It hurts. The home is covered in it. Mother is maroon and gray again. Fear and loneliness. The thing takes my forever in its claws. I understand now. The thing is not a man, but a beast, destroying everything. I hate it. Mother wants something. The beast doesn't want to give it. Mother wins, but she's still scared. The home is just me and Mother again. But her indigo and yellow doesn't return. A sickly pink and brass is all that's left. Slow and heavy. I worry that I'll never see her indigo and yellow again.
And the inner workings of the great clock are what make up the city itself. Beyond this room, what do you see, Jonah? The buffer springs, the fly tension plate, the chime wheel, all necessary components that must be maintained by humankind. In fact, the very structure you're being told in right now is a smaller part of the release mechanism. High above us is the underside of the face, death. With each tick of the hands above, the Omega meter blesses us with enough elastic energy to generate light. And in the repository, where our death clocks are kept safe, there is a perfect representation of the Omega meter, an emblem. It is said to be beautiful. The Omega meter, ticking forever forward in perfect harmonious regularity, generating all time that exists, shelters us from the absolute timelessness and nothing that exists beyond the great clock. And when our death clocks winter, and we have proven ourselves clean of other thought, our reward awaits. Eternity atop the face, death, forever bliss. What?
Teller Stern?
Yes, do I know you?
Yes, no. I am Peter, watcher from the repository. I'm here for the boy.
Yes, of course. I was informed of the situation. Forgive my poor memory. Such a fickle thing. It is an honor to be in your presence, sir. May we all rejoice for the ascension of Jonah's dear mother.
Where are the other children?
The what?
Well, it's been some distance, but when I was in pragmatical imbuement as a child, there were others besides myself being told, and no one was constrained.
His mother didn't tell you.
Well, his mother told me only the time and place to retrieve him.
Jonah is a difficult child, prone to fits. For the safety of the other students, it was decided that this situation would be best for all.
Decided by whom?
Me, sir.
And his mother was approving of this?
Would it matter?
And that had nothing to do with his mother's history.
Sir, as a teller, even if I was aware of such gossip, that information would never influence my feelings for one of my listeners. Not even Jonah. Besides, this private telling's for the benefit of him as well. The boy is weak-minded. The other thought pervades him throughout. At his current pace, he will never succeed the 4 trials and receive his death clock when his time comes. I couldn't bear to think that the boy had become a nothing person, knowing that I could have prevented it. I'm trying to save him.
I see. Well, I am certainly not the expert on the finer art of telling. I suppose, then, this must be a suitable solution. Good work, Teller Stern. Release him. You, come with me. Why aren't you doing anything? Why isn't he doing anything?
If I had to guess, Watcher, I'd say the boy is waiting for his mother to retrieve him. Jonah has difficulty understanding simple things.
Your mother has ascended. She will no longer care for you. You are to come with me, and I will find you a new family. Now let's go.
Oh, dear!
Hey, stop this! Hey, enough! Relax!
He's getting other thought all over it.
Teller Stern, make him stop. What is he doing?
Like I said, sir, the boy is rabid, unpredictable, violent with no cause or reason.
And you, Maya? You will comply!
Have a pleasant day. Good luck. A dust of smoke escapes the fire. I like how the light drips through, painting wild shadows on the wall.
You missed one. Yeah. You know, I got that for Rose when she first started here. She always thought it was hideous.
The proof is undeniable. I know your feelings on the matter, but if you would just look at these numbers, you'll see that the omega meter is speeding up. Have I interrupted something?
Oh, not at all, Rose. You see, Jonah and I were here simply, pardon my manners. Say hello, Jonah. Yeah, good boy. Jonah and I here were simply engaging in a spirited yet friendly philosophical discourse concerning the best practices of socially expected behavior. You see, I, for one, believe that one must exercise their finest efforts toward order and civility, lest Mechanosis herself descend into chaos. But Jonah here, Jonah has made a very compelling argument pertaining to the merits of societal entropy. Isn't that right, Jonah? Yeah.
Well, it's very nice to meet you, Jonah. And Jonah is...
The son of the woman whose clock I delivered yesterday. Contraband from the site. Record and deposit it, please. He's in my care for now, until I can find him a proper home.
That's very compassionate of you, sir. And a bit out of character, if you don't mind me saying.
I blame you.
She must have been very special.
Yeah, well, I blame you entirely for this.
How's that now?
For calling me grumpy.
Ah, struck a nerve, did I? I didn't know you were so sensitive. Now that I know I possess this power, I'll be sure to use it more often. I think I could do a lot of good.
I need to get rid of him.
You need to look at this.
No, I refuse to placate the delusions of others. The omega meter is perfect, its rate is constant, it does not change. If you need someone to correct your errors in arithmetic, then find a tutor. I have more pressing matters to attend to now.
My arithmetic is what's perfect. It's the omega meter that needs inspection. And your unwillingness to acknowledge the truth is what's bordering on delusion here. But you may have a point. If you insist on being so stubborn, perhaps I will find someone who will believe me. Here, you deposit the contraband.
Rose! That man, Stern, the one from your little magic trick.
Experiment?
Yeah, I met him today because of, well, in spite of his general ineptitude, it appears that he might be knowledgeable pertaining to the inner workings of the omega meter. Maybe he can help.
Thank you.
Perhaps you'll believe him when he tells you that you're wrong. Now this, my father made this. The mechanism that drives the little man to dance, or did. It's similar to how the omega meter is powered, except you don't need half of Mechanosis to make it work. You would just, you would just wind up a string on this part and pull, and he would, You see, he gave this to me when I was a boy. He's much younger than you, in fact. Insisted that his creation did not fall under the criteria of other thought. Oh, no. For it was not made for pleasure. It was a tool to introduce his son to the concepts of simple mechanical functions, to prepare him for the life as his successor. If you hadn't destroyed it, I might show you how he dances. It's utterly delightful. It's not a simple machine either, I understand that now. How much care must it have taken to create something so marvelous, so full of life, for it to only be a tool? Isn't that strange? Well, I knew I wouldn't be able to keep it. When I got older and its function no longer applicable to me, it would need to be destroyed. And I wept. And I begged for it not to be so. I tried to hide it from him, but he took it from me. My dancing man. Some cycles later, once Father had ascended, I rediscovered my old friend amongst a collection of his belongings. Why would he have kept it? It's absolutely maddening. Well, that will certainly be the first thing that I ask Father when I see him in death. I suppose, Jonah, you finished what he started long ago. You've probably done me a great favor. That's a death clock. It's wintering. By the 9 o'clock ring, by the sound of it, I need to attend to it. Stay here. Don't touch anything.
Excuse me?
What?
Teller Stern?
Yes, do I know you?
You did once. I was a listener of yours some cycles ago.
What are you for?
To serve?
Whom?
No one.
What?
The Omega meter.
Why?
Because the Omega meter must be maintained to ensure the continuous and steady flow of time.
It's good to see that my telling has done some good. What do you want?
Teller Stern, you know more about the Omega meter than anyone in Mechanosis. Is it possible for the Omega meter to change? To tick faster or slower than normal?
Don't be absurd, girl. The Omega meter is perfect. Nothing ever changes.
Oh, of course, Teller. I wasn't implying anything indecent.
I remember you now, Rose. My most gifted listener. Though far too clever for your own good. I don't know why you've come here, or what it is that you want, but your very asking such a question is bordering on other thought. Good day.
Teller? I work in the repository now, helping the Watcher. What if, hypothetically, I were to have stumbled upon some contraband recently? Some documents claiming evidence, false evidence of course, that the Omega meter is speeding up?
Well, then the author of such fabrications would be subject to a most terrible punishment.
Absolutely. A horrific, unspeakable punishment. They'd probably even be set back. I can hardly stand to think of it. Perhaps even...
Banishment to the wheel of silence.
How dreadful.
Indeed.
I suppose the only way to ensure justice would be to make a solid case against them. Pouring through their work, proving them wrong, making sure that no one in Mechanosis questioned the truth ever again.
Is that the contraband?
Oh, this? Yeah. But it takes someone far smarter than me to crack this one. I'll probably end up having to burn it all. Let the violator go free. Oh well. Like this part, it looks right to me, even though I know it's not, because that would be impossible, but I can't prove why it's not right.
Give me that. How inelegant. What a mess. It would be far more effective to utilize the Omega meter's natural drawing power to calculate its precise rate of tick. I trust you recall my telling on drawing power.
Of course. The Omega meter desires order over entropy. It is the natural inclination of all ordered bodies to be drawn to the inner workings, thereby establishing formal orientations. Drawing power is why we walk on the base and not float.
Exactly.
That's brilliant. Perhaps if I were able to control the Omega meter's drawing power, I can record more substantial changes.
What was that? Speak up, girl.
The death clock vibrational matching machine.
The what now?
Thanks for everything, Teller Stern. Good luck with your dustboard cleaning.
Wait.
You clearly are not intellectually equipped for such an important undertaking by yourself. I shall allow you to assist me in my quest for justice.
Teller Stern, do you trust me?
Not at all. Never touch me.
To the repository then.
To the repository.
Jonah! Where is it? Where is it? You hid it somewhere. It's here somewhere. I know it. I'll find it. You hid it. You're ill. You're ill just like your mother. End it all!
You missed one.
He took my death clock. I don't know how. I don't know where. He unlocked my vessel. I have my key right here. It doesn't make any sense.
Breathe, child, in the scent of sweet. Out, extinguish the flame. Now, where are you?
I'm in Maya's compartment, 122.
Good. And who am I?
You're the shepherd.
And why are you seeing me?
Because he didn't take my death clock, did he? He's destroyed it. Here to make me a nothing person.
False. I'm here to make you a deal.
Remarkable technology. Truly fascinating.
It's just a box. You open it with a key.
Not just a box. A vessel. I haven't seen one since I was a boy. And why is the Watcher's death clock not inside of it?
I told you, I don't know.
And where did the Watcher and Jonah get off to anyways?
I don't know.
And this machine, you say it's discovered contraband as well?
Huh? Yeah, sure.
I see. Are you almost finished?
Teller Stern!
Yes.
I could use some assistance, please. Can you jiggle the... Well, I tried to... the other one, on the left? That's it! That's it! Oh, that's it! Stern, you did it! Oh, I knew bringing you wasn't a mistake.
Yes. Well. What do we do now?
We watch and wait, I suppose. I redirected the the Omega meter's elastic flow of energy to the entire repository, tuning it like a giant antenna. We should be able to control the Omega meter's drawing power now. I'm only raising it just a hair, just to make the changes in time more visible. I mean, proving that time hasn't changed.
And if the power were to increase any higher?
Theoretically, I suppose it would draw from the great beyond. Something from nothingness. Impossible, right?
Of course. Impossible. It would have to be something wholly outside of ourselves, of which there is none.
Nothing, of course.
You are aware that the Omega meter is accelerating, yes?
I had my suspicions. I tried telling my assistant at the repository, but she wouldn't believe me. She's very stubborn, that one.
Uh-huh. And do you know why is it happening?
No.
Nor do I. But the implications are dire. And I believe the answer lies with the boy. For he has no death clock, but that you are aware, Watcher.
Death clocks and the Omega meter, they're connected?
Linked intimately, a symbiotic relationship. Biotemporal mechanism, a perfect circle.
And a rift in the circle could...
I know not why this boy has no clock, but without it, his presence in Mechanosis will continue to disrupt the delicate balance which must be maintained. He belongs elsewhere.
In death.
A heart of death, to be precise. Ah, something you don't know, Watcher. Tell me, why do I wait for one to possess their death clock before granting them passage?
I don't know.
Then listen. Not all death is bliss. The heart, yes. But the heart is protected by dangers to thwart those who would attempt to gain entry before their time. For when a death clock begins to winter, the heart begins to draw it closer. This is this drawing power to traverse the perilous depth of the puzzle, which is death. Without the death clock, one would remain forever lost.
You have to tell me where my death clock is. Please, I'll do anything.
As I said, a deal. The boy must enter the heart, and he requires a guide.
Well, it can't be me. You just said that that's impossible within our clocks. Why can't it be you?
Not impossible or challenging, and no, it cannot be me. I have not left the heart for many cycles. I do not believe I'm any longer capable. You don't think I'm here in the flesh, do you?
But then how?
Think, Peter, how is it that the boy gained entry for your death clock?
I don't know. I left him for a second. And when I returned, my vessel was unlocked and he was gone.
Nothing else.
Before that, he had done something strange. He had put his hand here. I felt something. I don't know what.
Curious. And before that moment of strangeness, were you feeling something unusual? Heightened sense of joy, sadness, anger?
No. No, there was nothing.
Neither of you can reach the heart alone. There must be trust. It may make the singular difference between success and the end of Mechanosis.
All right, and if I can somehow get him into the heart.
He shall remain there, where he belongs. You were to find him a family, were you not? What's best then? To reunite him with his mother. And then I shall reveal the location of your death clock.
All right. So, what if I get him into the heart? What's to stop me from staying?
How curious a thought even to occur, Watcher. The same dilemma that prevents the boy to stay in Mechanosis. It's not the proper time. There would be consequences.
Mother! I'm awake.
This would go a lot faster if you helped, you know.
This place is quite untidy, you know.
I already told you that Jonah... Never mind.
What is this?
That's just some contraband Peter seized. I have to deposit it later.
The Maker and the Shaman. Curious.
Why is that curious?
It recalls something from long ago. The trials of the Maker and the Shaman was a set of heretical lies pertaining to the supposed origin of the Omega meter.
But the Omega meter has no origin. It always was, is, and will be.
Of course. Hence the heretical part. The claim being that the two had discovered the secrets of time and silence, as if there is such a thing, and gifted it to the once uncivilized humankind, therefore granting them the knowledge to build the city of Mechanosis, the Omega meter, even death, freeing them from nothingness.
filthy, punishable nonsense.
The author must have been aware of the lies, must have been trying to revive them for some reason.
Perhaps. Though all replicas of the lies were found and burned long ago. I'm only aware of them myself because I'm, well, very old, Rose.
It's not a good idea to leave these here. I'll go deposit them now.
Interesting. Oh dear. What are you doing here, Rose? And what about the... Oh. Oh, no. No, 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 no! This can't mean what I think it... Rose!
You have your charge. When you awaken, you will find yourself and the boy on the edge of death.
Wait, are you implying that I'm somehow asleep now?
Asleep, awake. Which truth would make this easier for you? Goodbye, Watcher.
Wait. How did you become the shepherd?
How did you become the Watcher?
My father. I was born into it.
I was decreed as such by someone I loved long time ago. But time is cyclical in nature, Peter. Just as the hands of the Omega meter return to 12 to begin again, so are we blessed to relive our failures forever. You must succeed.
I'll do what I can. When I make...
Tell her, Stern! I went to put the contraband away. I tried a new cabinet I've never used before. Wanted to remember where I put it, thought it was empty, and found this. Chaos and fear, tree of forgetitude, silence and time. It's the same lies. And not just the same lies, the exact same lies. Same words, same handwriting. Some of these pages are ancient, turning to dust.
You lied to me.
What? No,
Your charts are... You haven't been stumbling upon contraband, you've been creating it. What are you thinking? I should report you immediately.
Tell her, listen to me. I know it's hard to believe, but the Omega meter is accelerating. I knew it was a risk, but I knew if I could show you, prove it to you, anyone, then maybe we could stop it.
Your charts are impressive, but not perfect. All I did was account for the discrepancy caused by the death clock loss. Not many know that the death clocks and the Omega meter are intrinsically linked.
So, you believe me?
Vessels are only supposed to be opened once, when they winter, yes. But the Watchers, look.
The keyhole. It's scratched and worn. It must have been opened 1,000 times.
I'm not saying you're right. But if you were, the only thing that would make any sense, the only thing that would cause a disturbance in the Omega meter.
Peter is stealing time!
Stars.
I'm awake again. This familiar place. I hear them call it death, but that word doesn't fit what it feels like here. Tall, rough creatures, risen from the under, screaming forever silent. They recall real things from some old, long memory about a place far away. A real place. But I know they are not real. Beneath the hard brown cover are metal parts, cogs and wires, fire and sparks. Far ahead, above the creatures, a dust of smoke from the fire. Fog of deep red breathes all about, the color of the ones who came before. Sad. But above is the real forever. Stillness. It is big. The night spills calm into my chest. The beast is here, but he no longer makes me mad. I see him. Pink with dim, pulsating oranges. He's scared and sick because he's feeling. It's hard for him. He sees the forever for the first time and knows now that he is small. We have something important to do, and I will try my best. Mother would like me here.
Well, I suppose we should go somewhere. The smoke on the horizon must be from a chimney. That must be the heart. Should help us lead our way. Come on, Jonah. You can bring your stick thing. Maybe it's important.
I am certain everything is perfectly fine.
Tell her, Stern, stop. We have to find Peter and fix this.
There's nothing that ever requires fixing. The Omega meter is perfect, and the Watcher does not steal time from our death clocks.
I don't even know what to say. You're the one that made the connection about Peter's vessel. What's wrong with you?
Out of my way, you!
Look! Look at it! Don't deny the truth. If you want justice, help me see the real violator be punished. We need to find Peter.
How punished?
Super punished.
Fine.
Good. Now put the briefcase down. That's all my stuff anyway.
I know. I just needed to do something with my hands.
It's okay. I understand. Peter and Jonah are missing, along with Peter's death clock. We need that death clock and Peter to get him to put back all the time he stole. That should, hopefully, fix the Omega meter. However, we need to talk about the writings.
Do we, though?
It can't just be the mother of all coincidences. Same words, same handwriting, over and over. In each instance, they've been deposited in the same place. And it happens at the very second that the one thing that's supposed to maintain the steady flow of time may be malfunctioning. I think we may be at the end of something.
Or the beginning. If this is true, then that means that time is not composed of threads, weaving, never-expanding fabric, but a single coil, repeating forever. How many cycles have we lived this exact moment, Rose?
More importantly, how do we stop it? Is it even possible for me to have a single thought some other me has never thought before?
If we wait for the Watcher to return, it could be too late.
Threads of time. Stern, I need your death clock.
Here it comes. something bracing it from behind. How could it? I mean, it can't possibly. I mean, there has to be another way through, right? Can anyone hear me? You know, the shepherd said that we'd have to do this together, so why don't you, I don't know, do something? Huh? "13 stone tiles, each with odd glowing symbols set into the ground. It's quite strange. Hey, don't, that's mine. Take it, and maybe you'll figure something out. Hey, I want it back, though. I'm serious. Death is not quite what I had imagined. Maybe a sit-down would do me some good. Hey, what are you making, anyway? All right. I just wanted to see. You know, if we were in the city, I'd have to confiscate that. But I suppose I can offer some leniency and death if nowhere else. And it seems to keep you occupied. At least you've stopped hitting me. That's been nice. You look like her. Yeah. When you look at me, no one had ever looked at me the way she had before. Like I was a puzzle. She's wrong, though. There's nothing to solve. And if she was wrong about what I am, then couldn't she be wrong about everything? I'm sorry I grabbed you, Jonah. If it pleases you, when we get through this, I think it may be best that I remain hidden. Your mother will be very happy to see you, though. We've all done one good thing. Well, how about that now? Okay. Different tiles, different tones. What mechanism could possibly produce such an effect? Jonah, my journal. I'm certain I can solve this. It is simply a matter of first deciphering the harmonic differences between the runes, then establishing a total symbolic language, then mapping those symbols upon a visual matrix to determine a dependent relationship, thereby proving something. Yes, proving something. You know, there's probably wires connecting them to the door. We could probably dig them up and give them a good yank. Jonah? Jonah, stop! Almost. You're getting better at redirecting the motion of the object toward a general area of space, granted a very, very broad area of space, but now it's simply a matter of enacting the same effect, but this time using the upper extremities. The progress, however, is quite encouraging. Catch. Way to get in front. Oh, great. Another one. Here. To pass, one must know one knows not how to pass. What nonsense. To pass through the archway implies that I know how to pass, thereby not knowing. And I can only pass if I not know how to pass. But if I not know how to pass, well, I couldn't pass at all. I'd be standing still. But that not knowing would therefore grant me the power of knowing, thus negating the not knowing completely. Be patient, Jonah. We may be here for some time while I solve this riddle. Oh! Well, no, stop. It might be dangerous. Why do I keep trying to stop him? Jonah, why do I keep trying to stop you? Jonah! Oh, thank death. You cannot leave me like that. Do you understand? We need to be together. Do you understand? You need me with you, Jonah. To be alone here in this place would be a terrible thing. You don't want to be alone. Trust me. Great. Gratitude. Yeah, like as if that isn't a tad vague, right? All right. Gratitude. Okay. Latitude. No. Okay. Altitude. Attitude. Bad attitude. Out of food. Why am I even trying to make sense of this place? I mean, this place it has no logic. I don't know where we're going. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know how to solve these puzzles. I don't know why they exist. I don't know why your mother never told me about you. I don't know why I do anything. I don't ending know. Easy, steady. Look at me. You're okay. Breathe. I'm sorry I yelled. You're okay. Good. In the center suite? Yeah. Good. I'll find a way out of this, Jonah. Or into this, as the case were. I've gotten us this far. No. You've gotten us this far. Jonah. Peter. Petey. Where is it? Where is it? You had promised you would destroy it. You are far too old for this. Can't you just act like a person? I want to know where it is. I have to pry the truth from your mother. Now where is it? Answer me! That's your game, is it? You're not going to speak? Fine. My death clock, your death clock. You know what to do. You work or you speak. You're going too fast. You're going to damage the escapement. How many times have I told you? That's better. It's decent. This does not absolve you from your guilt, however. Now I have trials to administer. I want it found and on my station desk when I return. You understand? Petey, do you know why I have you take time from my death clock and insert it into yours? It is because I do care for you. Now, if you want something from me, a learning mechanism device, my time, you are not to go to your mother for it. You ask me about it like a man, like I would with my father, and I will tell you why you cannot have it. But when you do wrong, when you display tendencies toward other thought, you must be punished. Now, I will keep your clock with me until I see that this illness has rid from you. This means that your ascendancy toward death will be delayed and mine will be accelerated. This is not because I enjoy it, I don't. Nobody wants to become a nothing person. Time is not about doing what you wish, thinking frivolous thoughts that bear no use whatsoever. If you steel your mind, you are to be a fine watcher when I ascend. And if you don't, that day may come sooner than you think. Dancing man. I am grateful that you are exactly the person that you are. Let's go. Together.
Everything's fine. Was fine. In my telling all, in my dust board. She, the Omega meter's fine. It makes perfect sense.
It does make perfect sense.
Everyone knows that it's perfect. It does not change.
Peter is the maker and the boy is the shaman. Why didn't I figure this out sooner?
I'm probably still at home in my compartment, fast asleep, content. This is all a dream.
If time is a coil, and this has all happened before and before and before, then it makes sense that those writings actually are an account of the origin.
Bird, if you know that you're dreaming, and making it happen. Whatever you want to desire.
And it's happening right now. Peter and Jonah are missing, probably together somewhere. Peter's death clock is full of stolen time. And according to the writings, the maker and the shaman battle silence and time and gift it to the people. The Omega meter isn't ending. It's beginning. Resetting. And we're trapped in it. Forever. Unless you and I do something past cycles of us have never done before.
I punish thee, foul imp. Yah!
Found it!
My death clock. I never thought I'd see it before my ascension. And it was just lying there in a filthy desk.
I told Peter I'd put it away after I finished matching it with his, but I never did. Thank Mechanosis, I'm a terrible assistant. This is filthy.
Oh.
Okay. Whatever I do to this clock will happen to Peter's. So all we need is to carve a message into it, and Peter should see it on his. But what to write? It has to be concise. It has to make Peter break the coil.
You are not making a scratch on my death clock. I'm tired of you and your heretical other thought. There's no coil. I don't belong here. I was content. You were going to get us in trouble, you. I won't have it. Not I. No more.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to do what I do best. I'm telling.
Tell her, Stern!
You wouldn't dare.
Not one more step. One hard blow, and it's an eternity of nothing person for you. Banished to the wheel of silence, never to see death.
No. Please. I'm at your mercy.
Good. I don't want to do it. But you and I are breaking Mechanosis from her binds, whether you like it or not.
Your insane theory about the shaman and the maker is baseless. It makes no sense. How when you take into account the second volume?
What second volume?
What second volume?
What second volume?
A different heretic author. A different time.
What did it say?
After a great many cycles, the shaman disappears. The maker is heartbroken and exiles themselves from Mechanosis. The love for the shaman is so great that the maker constructs a puzzle and resides within, decipherable only by the shaman, so that if he may one day return, the enigma would be solved and shaman and maker would be reunited again.
I know exactly what to write. Let's just hope Peter sees it in time.
Solid. Another puzzle, perhaps? Well, there's no other way. Well, this is the way. Of course this is the way. We're always exactly where we need to be, aren't we, Jonah? You'll figure something out soon. Oh, it's no time for napping, son. Let's work together. Time to get up. We're almost there. Jonah. Jonah. Wake up. Wake up. Stop this. Oh, thank that. Oh, you're okay. You're okay. You're just tired. It's been a long journey. You're going to see your mother soon. Everything's going to be okay. What is this? My death clock. You've had it the entire time. You've had it the entire time. Had it the entire time, and you said nothing? Do you know what you almost did? Where you've gotten us? What could have happened? No, you don't know anything. You're selfish and reckless. This is my clock. You don't take something that doesn't belong to you. You understand? This is mine. It belongs to me. What did you do? What did you do? No, 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 no. No, it's not ticking. No, 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 this can't be one. Ah! Ah! Ow! Oh, this hurts. Oh, what is this?
This is death. Watcher. True death. Welcome to the heart.
Where is everybody? It's just nothing.
Don't be afraid. You fulfilled your quest. You may die in peace. Come to me, Jonah.
Wait, no. This can't be the heart. This can't be death. You're lying.
Eternity, forever bliss. Can you possibly imagine such a thing? Can you even feel bliss?
But my life, everything was for nothing.
Why must life be for anything at all?
For what I've done.
What have you done?
You know what I've done, don't you?
I do. I remember.
You remember? I believed I was helping.
Liar. Deny it if you wish, but you knew the truth. Why did you do it?
You have to take me back. I can fix this. I just need my tools, my repository.
You know death is an illusion. And you still hold time is real. Isn't it silly? Not wintered. Not broken. Suspended. For consider. Time is simply a measurement of motion. No ticking, no passing.
How did you...
It wasn't my choice. Consequence of fear, loneliness.
This isn't fair. It's not fair. I don't want to die. You have to take me back, please. I can fix this. I know I can.
Perhaps you could, but I'm sorry. You will have not the chance. Your only path to return to Mechanosis would be through Jonah, but the boy is spent on the threshold of true death himself, thanks to you. To solve this puzzle, Jonah has had to draw from your well. It is deep and full of pain. For him to assist in your return, he would surely die. Jonah, to me.
Why have you done this? What are you?
I don't know anymore. Perhaps I'm a cog in a machine.
You built all this?
I did. It wasn't my intention at the beginning. My time was unending. I had no choice but to watch as my child grew old and one day he departed from me. Surrendered by true death, I abandoned humankind. So I built this place to wait for my child's return. Time is cyclical in nature, Watcher. But the people did not understand my purpose. They saw the construction of the floating island, blotting out the sky, and believed they were being punished. They wished to be like me, free from true death, timeless. They built the Omega meter to capture time for themselves, relinquish possession of their death clock, their birthright, hoping it would affirm their subservience. They created myths from half-truths about myself and my sanctuary. Eons passed before I looked down to see what I have wrought. Have you seen what humankind becomes when it possesses no focus, Watcher, no intent? I have. Trust me, I had given them a gift I had no intention to give. Direction, resolve. I chose not to stand in their way. I am that which gives and takes.
The Omega meter. Does it even do anything?
If the Omega meter powers your belief, does it not function precisely as you believe it does?
And the death clocks?
There's some mysteries even I haven't solved, and I would not want to. You feel it, don't you? True death looming without your clock.
You've given nothing. All you've done is take. I've spent all my time waiting.
Your time? Jonah, to me you are safe now.
Jonah is not yours, whatever you are.
You still don't understand, do you?
What would you do with him?
What you were charged with. Give him love, give him home. The heart is always his elsewhere. Jonah!
Jonah is not staying here. Jonah, come with me. We're leaving together.
What exactly would you do with him?
I would bring him home.
Pink and brass, loneliness and fear. Two broken machines stand far away. Wires between both invisible, but I see them. They are connected, pulsing and vibrating the same. Each have dark and light inside of them. Each wants what the other wants. What I want. What do I want? I want Mother. I want to be home again. The man, once a beast, is like a spill of all the paints. He's confused. He fights. Fear. Love. He will make a decision soon. I wonder if I trust him to make the right one. The dragon from Mother's stories is here, but she has no monocles. Dark green, of course, but dragons are supposed to make things better. I think Mother was wrong.
Good boy, Jonah. I always knew you would come back to me. This is your home now. We will be happy again here, together.
I don't feel good. I feel sleepy. I want to lay down, but I know it is not time yet. There's still more to do. The dragon is sick, just like the man was sick. But I can tell that the dragon has been sick for a very, very long time. I know what I must do. I must slay the dragon, the shepherd, the maker.
I'll do it. I will. You don't think I will? I probably will. Do you think I will? Do you?
Teller Stern, please calm down. Think of others.
Who?
If you pull that lever, the Omega meter's drawing power will be far greater than we can imagine. There's no telling what could happen.
Nothing will happen. There's nothing to be afraid of, for there's nothing outside the Omega meter to draw. All that is already known. Don't you see? Ah!
Teller Stern,
Ah, what is happening?
I don't know.
There's pain.
broken. Shattered.
Why would you do such a thing?
I didn't do anything. You have to believe me. Tell her I would never do anything to your death clock. I don't know how this happened. Peter, something must have happened to his clock. That means that all of his stolen time must have been restored. But the Omega meter, it's uncontrollable. It's still speeding up. I don't know how this happened.
You and your ridiculous theories. The Omega meter does not change. It's perfect. Don't. Oh, I told you never to touch me.
I'm sorry.
This is all your fault. Fix it. Fix my clock.
I can't. I'm sorry. I don't know how. I'm not Peter.
You've made me into a nothing person. The rest of eternity. Vanished to the wheel of silence. It's not fair.
We just have to wait for Peter to get back. I'm sure he can fix your clock. You're not a nothing person, Stern. You're a something person.
What in the bloody unknown does that even mean?
I don't know. It just sounded good in my head.
Are you just sitting there leering at me? You're making me nervous.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to fix this.
This doesn't feel like I've become a nothing person. This feels like the end of something.
Or maybe it's just the beginning.
Thought I'd get to see my mother again.
We're almost there. Water. Oh. We just have to get to the end of this nightmare, John. We get back to the city. I fix my clock. And then that's that. I'll take care of you, John. Don't listen to what that mad woman said. She's crazy. You're fine. She's a true nothing person, that one. Right. I was helping people. Jonah, I was helping people get closer to death. I didn't know the truth. I didn't know what it was. I took their burdens upon myself. I was helping people. Oh, no, Jonah, don't see. No. Believe me, Jonah. It's the only way you'll live. You're a teller, Jonah. A real teller. You'll tell people. What? You'll tell people about this place. about what it is. He'll teach people how to die and how to live. Here. Let this clock, this star, become your own. And although it does not tick like other clocks, its silence is what gives it meaning.
Teller. Teller Stern, wake up. Teller Stern, wake up. Teller Stern, you have to wake up. This doesn't make any sense. Teller Stern, wake up. Stern, wake up. Wake up! You have to stay awake! Stern, wake up! You can't leave me now! I need you! I need someone. Jonah! Where's Peter? But if he's not with you, then that means he must be. But the Omega meter, then why? No, Jonah, don't disturb the teller. He's sleeping. We're just playing a little game. He just needs some rest. Goodbye, Teller Stern. Jonah!
The lights, they're changing. They're so bright. Why is that?
I call it the sun.
It's beautiful.
I see you made a decision.
I know what you are now.
Oh. And what am I?
You're a human and a fable. You are what happens when we have so much love to give and lose the one thing that contains it all. You always were too clever for your own good.
You're still grumpy.
You remember what you wrote me?
I do. Let the boy go. Truly, Rose.
Wise words. Exactly what I needed.
For I as well. It always is.
Something is coming towards us.
Yes. Something wholly outside of ourselves. Do you know what it is?
I do. Jonah can draw stars from the sky.
That he can.
This has happened before, hasn't it? You knew this would happen.
Yes. And it will happen again.
You could have stopped it. You could have kept Jonah with you. No one could stop you. Why?
I tried once. It was foolish. Resistance only leads to suffering, Peter. It's a lesson I had to learn and forget and learn again. All that is, simply is, but what it is, as you say, is beautiful. Are you afraid?
A little. But it's good. I got to feel so many things. I feel. Are you lonely?
Not anymore.
It's over. The Omega meter. Death is gone. There's light. It's so beautiful. This will change everything. People are going to be scared, Jonah. And we're the only ones who know the truth about all of it. I suppose you need a home. I don't know much about children, but I'm willing to learn if you're patient with me. Your mother's writings? Want me to read it? Jonah can draw stars from the sky. At night, Jonah lies in bed, humming the walls translucent, awakening to silence, stretching to join the end to the beginning. He watches himself asleep, tucks himself in, and thinks, "Good night," then flies away to catch them, the stars. Upon Jonah's return, his stars become his own, and he loves each one. He gives his stars the power to reset fear and loneliness, and so he hides them in secret places. But his most favorite star he keeps with him always. The kind of star that will end all time.